Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Hikes for Health virtual tour of Chastain Park and Chastain Park Conservancy. We're really excited to have everyone on this virtual call today. It's a beautiful day out. It's been raining the last few days. I hope everyone gets a chance to be outside. Before we get started, just want to remind everybody that your video and your audio is turned off. That's helped to protect your privacy. And also, too, if you have any questions whatsoever about any of the content or about Chastain Park, feel free to drop it in the chat box or the Q&A box at the bottom. We will get to those questions. We actually have some questions that some of you have sent in already, and we'll get to those. But let's go ahead and bring in our guest, Rosa McHugh. Hey, Rosa, how are you doing?
Hi, Brian. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Rosa is the executive director of the Chastain Park Conservancy. We're really excited to have you. And why don't you introduce our other guest?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I have the pleasure to introduce you to our Board of Directors Chair, Mr. David Miles.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to get into some content right away. About a month ago, Rosa and I filmed a video. We had a blast. We got to do a nice tour of Chastain Park, and we made a video out of it. And so this video is about 9 minutes long. We're not professional filmmakers, but I think you'll enjoy it. I will ask everyone, if you are watching this on your phone or your computer, to turn up your volume pretty high so that you can hear everything. Rosa's a great host. But we don't have the professional equipment, but I think you'll enjoy the video. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get this going. And I'll turn my audio off, or Rosa, turn your audio and video off, and I'll turn my video off as well. Here we go.
My name is Rosa McHugh. I'm the Executive Director of the Chastain Park Conservancy, and I'm
Hey everyone, I'm told that we don't have any audio, so I'm going to start this over to make sure that we do have audio.
My name is Rosa McHugh. I'm the Executive Director of the Chastain Park Conservancy, and I'm here to take you on your tour for Hikes for Health. We're now at Play Chastain, a playground for children of all ages and abilities. This playground was made possible by the community, by you. With the support of the Chastain Park Conservancy, we brought together people from all ages, abilities, families, foundations to build a 40,000 square foot playground with a tree house, poodle swings, embankment slides, birthday pavilion, and so much more. I hope you get a chance to visit us at Play Chastain. We are now on Alex Ford Drive, looking through the pavilions sprinkled throughout this room. Right now, we're sitting right next to one of the historic grills for Chastain Memorial Park. These grills were built in the 1940s by the WPA, the Works Progress Administration. And today, you can still use them. Bring your own firewood, enjoy a picnic with family, friends, or new people that you meet in the park. Come have fun and enjoy them. Chastain Park offers several areas for passive green space. Right now, we're at the Hilltop Field, where you can come, throw a ball, grab a frisbee, bring your friends, even bring your dog on a leash. From right here, you have a great view of Buckhead. Look at our skyline. What's great about the Hilltop Field is it not only has parking, but right here enjoy some passive green space. And afterwards, go on one of our nature trails. This one actually takes you to what we call Hamburger Pond. I'm coming from the Hilltop Field on our nature trail, which ends up at what we call Hamburger Pond. This right here is one that leaves. You can guess why we call it Hamburger Pond. Perhaps you can see that little island in the middle that looks like a hamburger bun. Our vision for this area is to really make it a place. We're thinking that it'd be wonderful to make it a fishing pond, a fishing destination for families to come and teach their young children how to fish in town recreational areas. I bet most of you are familiar with Chastain Park because of this facility, the Cadence Amphitheater, a 6,500-seat outdoor music venue. We all love live music. In fact, the Chastain Park Conservancy used to host a fundraising event called Rock Chastain, where we brought all the community into this great building and enjoyed live music together. We're hoping that sometime this year, in the fourth quarter, we can get back building and see them. Right now, I'm sitting in one of the many pocket parks here at Chastain Park, right next to the #1 play golf course in the state of Florida, 58,000 rounds a year, and along the path. So this is the first path that was built by the Path Foundation, and our path around Chastain Park is almost a 5K, just a little under a 5K, depending on how you run it. It is an urban path, and we get about 500,000 people a year who enjoy the path, and 10,000 dogs, which is really fun. Bring your dogs on a leash, and they'll make so many new friends. It is wonderful. I'm delighted to introduce to you the man that makes the park absolutely beautiful and makes it pristine for you to enjoy. This is Mark Felton, our Director of Operations and Volunteer Programs.
My name is Mark Nelson. I'm the Director of Operations and Volunteer Programs. This is one of our beautiful areas that we're trying to clean up, beautify, and then plant material, understory plantings, flowering plants, shrubs. It's an ongoing cleanup. takes volunteers to get all this stuff done, please reach out to Chastain Park Conservancy.
One of the great things about Chastain Park is its community. They're really who make everything happen. And so we just ran into one of our board members, Mr. Earl.
Good to be here. Good to be here. So my name is Earl Young. I've lived across the street here for 38 years. Enjoy the park every day. It's such a big part of my life, everybody else's life, just to come and enjoy it. But the outdoors is where we need to be now. All that we're going through, everything people are experiencing, fresh, clean air. It's just a wonderful place to live. It's a wonderful thing that we have to offer people in the community, all across the city, and people that come from other towns to come here. So it's just a great thing that we have in the park. The biggest park in the city of Atlanta, and we're blessed.
So as a regional park, we actually get a lot of volunteers to volunteer at Chastain Park. And Earl is one of our biggest volunteers. I think he comes here every week. So if you're looking for some other ways to exercise your body, come volunteer with us. We'll love it. You'll make the park beautiful and you can come and enjoy your work afterwards. So at Chastain Park, we love partnerships. This field right here, this nice green grass that you see, it was a partnership between Chastain Park Conservancy and the American Legion Post 140. We came together and cleared invasive species, took away all the kudzu, all the prevent, and created about an acre of green space for you to come, have a picnic, throw a frisbee, enjoy the time with your family, or just go to the park right below next to the golf course. As a Chastain Park Conservancy, we have two programs. We have our volunteer program, which helps maintain the park as a whole, keep it beautiful, and we also have an urban farming program. Right here, we're at Farm Chastain, where we have 18 beds. Many of these are ADA accessible beds, right as you see. Right now, the farm is dormant, but come March, we'll start preparing the beds and plant vegetables. All of our produce is donated to local food banks, and we really just use this site as a teaching farm for people to go home and learn how to urban farm in their backyards. Right now, because of COVID, a lot of our classes are on our YouTube channel under the Chastain Park Conservancy, and the classes are taught by the North Fulton Master Gardeners, which are a great group of people that volunteer at Chastain Park and really are the ones that make this program possible. Thank you for visiting with us at Chastain Park. It's been fun to take you on a tour of Chastain Park and its 268 acres. There's so much to explore. I hope you're enjoying your hikes for health, that you hit all 10 hikes and be the best version of yourself by enjoying the outdoors here in Atlanta. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Let's bring Rosa and David back on. So as your first time to see the video, I apologize to everyone about the audio. I hope it wasn't too bad. I hope you got it in the end. What'd you think about the video? Was it okay? Awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Well, we had a great day filming that, and I hope a lot of people can get out this weekend. I failed to mention at the beginning about the Hikes for Health Challenge. This is part of a larger effort to get people outside. And if you want to learn more about the Hikes for Health Challenge, I'm going to have Alicia put the link for the Hikes for Health Challenge in the chat box right now. So, all right. Got a poll that just went up. Alicia was just doing that. I say we just jump right into some questions. Actually, we just had a question during the video. Belinda asked, where can you park to get on the trail for the Hamburger Pond?
Yes, wonderful. So there's a few surface lots around the park. The closest area to park is on Elliott Galloway Drive, which is off Powers Ferry Road. And there's a lot of parking in that area when it's right where gate 1 for the amphitheater concerts is. And
Awesome.
You can get around the pond.
Great, great. So we saw the playground. which is pretty awesome. That treehouse is really cool, to say the least. And Rosie got to ride the slide that day, and we saw that video as well. But what are some other fun things to do, especially for kids at Chastain?
Sure. So the playground is phenomenal. I mean, it's first of all, it's huge, and it has all modern play equipment. So it's a really tremendous gathering area for everybody. We added bocce ball courts that are just south of the playground area to give maybe some of the older people a place to play while their kids are playing on the playground. We also have pavilions that are throughout the road that goes behind the parking lot and takes you over to the pond, to the hilltop field where Rosa was standing. And so what we're working on right now is activating that whole area to the public. So we've removed a lot of invasive growth materials so that you could physically see it and be safe. We've improved the lighting, we've added security cameras, we've added traffic calming along that road to make everything safer as far as building the infrastructure to then invite the people in. So our motto is clean, safe, and green. We first had to clean it up, we had to make it safe, and now with the great weather, it's green and we want everybody to come enjoy it.
Yeah.
And children can bring bikes. You can bike on that road as one lane pedestrian, which is kind of fun if you want to make a whole day out of it. And we also have an area where you saw the swings, and we were talking to our board member Earl on the video. We call that area the Palisades, and my children grew up in this neighborhood, and they call it the Chastain Beach because
All right.
so
Nice.
that's fun.
We just had another question pop up. It says, what is the mileage on the sidewalk path around the golf course?
It's a little less than a 5K. I want to say if you do the whole loop, including behind the playground, it's a 5K. If you just do the park, I think it's 3.1.
Okay, gotcha. And you can actually, on that map behind you, I was wondering if you could point out where the Palisades were on that map. We can see it pretty good even from where it's at right there.
Yeah. So this is Lake Forest. This is Powers Ferry. And so the Palisades is in this area right where the creek runs through and crosses over Lake Forest. It's just this beautiful tract of land that's right here called the Palisades. It's accessible via a street. This is Interlochen Drive that comes in here off of Roswell Road. That's really your only access point in coming in and being able to park. But it's the most beautiful part of the park.
And the playground is right above where the baseball fields are, correct?
Yeah, so the playground is right up in this area, and that is this back road that we've talked about that leads you all the way over to the pond right here. Mm-hmm. And the pool is in here, and the arts center, and obviously the NYO ball fields, and then the Chastain Horse Park where we're sitting right now is at the end.
Awesome. Got some more questions for you. What everybody wants to know this. People are getting vaccines and we're starting to get out more. When will Chastain start having live events again?
Well, so I know the amphitheater is a big draw, 6,500 seat amphitheater. I believe Live Nation has concerts out for June and July. Obviously, it'll depend on vaccinations and all of that. For more information on their concerts, I would go to livenation.com or the Cadence Amphitheater. In terms of park events that are by other groups bringing races and that sort of thing, the city's not accepting permits at the moment. The permitting is a 3-month process. So I would venture to say kind of Q4, expect that. But for now, I don't think we're going to have any fundraising events or that sort of thing in the park.
Awesome. And kind of events related, does Chastain have yoga classes?
So that is something that we want to do. Right now, we can't because we can't have groups greater than 10 people at a time. But there are people that come out and with their friends and the yoga in the park, which we welcome. It's wonderful to see people being healthy.
There's lots of people that have little mini pop-up workout groups that are throughout the park and all over the park. So it's been really tremendous what's happened the past year of just people finding ways to get out into green space that they didn't even know existed before.
Yeah, I think REI sure appreciates the surge in outdoor recreation right now. And I know all the parks and green spaces and trails are just getting an influx of people, and hopefully that continues even after this thing is kind of gets back to normal. Is the pool, that's just another question, will the pool be open this summer?
So I think they're kind of on a day-to-day by basis. They're following COVID protocols, so they have their teams are practicing there. But in terms of having it fully open to the public, they're waiting on a decision from the city.
Sure. And we just had a comment, just to maybe just to put it in the back of your mind. Someone says, I would love to see the park offer a Tai Chi class. So
There are, so there's, I saw someone the other day doing Tai Chi on top of the tennis center.
Mhm.
So there's pop-up Tai Chi going on. Definitely.
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool to see what people are doing.
And is the website, if stuff like that is going on, if you do get yoga classes going, or if the pool opens, is the website the best source of information for that?
So right now we're in the process of revamping our website. The technology is kind of old. I would love people to reach out to us. Email me. My email is really simple. It's rosa@chastainparkconservancy.org. I'd love to hear comments and share our passion for the park.
And we have talked about having a master park calendar on via accessible via our website, and that's just something that we're working on, and we'll probably have that up this year.
Awesome.
Give you a read for everything that's going on in the park, not just things that we're doing.
Sure. When was the park founded?
So this park has a really wonderful history. Originally, it belonged to DeKalb County. There was quite a bit of acreage, I believe around 1,000 acres. And then in the 30s, it became North Fulton Park. And then a gentleman by the name of Troy Chastain was working with the city. He was a commissioner, and he wanted this area to become kind of the recreation destination in the Southeast. And so people thought he was bananas, wanting to build an outdoor amphitheater and all these things, but he really pushed through and got the amphitheater built through the Works Progress Administration. So that was in the 30s, 40s, and then in 1946, actually, the park was renamed from North Fulton Park to Troy Chastain Memorial Park. And so if you can do the math quickly, we're having an anniversary this year, 75 years.
75th birthday.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And those Boy Scout, the grills, when were those built? Were those in the 30s?
So yes, so the park was designed by a gentleman named William Monroe, landscape architect, sort of a disciple of Frederick Law Olmsted. So you see a lot of the landscape design is kind of reminiscent of Central Park, a lot of use of local materials, stone, granite. And so the park really was designed as a destination. If I could show you, maybe you can see on our website historic photographs of how the park was used. It really was celebrated, and it was a place where the community came together. And part of that was this road that's now called Alex Cooley Drive. There's about 10 pavilions and outdoor grills that are there for you to use. I mean, anybody can come. It's first come, first serve. I would encourage all of you to, check out your grilling skills.
Yeah, those things are really, really cool. So, and I can even, if it's cold out, I can see bringing some wood out, starting a fire, roasting some hot dogs. And they're right near the playground. So, you can go as a family. So, do you have any summer program for kids?
So this kind of is a complicated park in the sense that there's a lot of entities in this park. We have the horse park, which we're in right now as we speak at this location. So this whole facility is the horse park. You have the Galloway School, the Art Center, NYO, tennis, and then the golf course. All those and the pool.
And the art center.
Yeah. So all those entities offer programs. I'm not sure in terms of protocols over COVID, but you can go to each of their individual websites. And we have their websites on our website on ChastainParkConservancy.org, I'm sorry. And you can get all the different ones, and they'll probably be announcing. I think the Art Center is virtual, unfortunately, still.
Sure.
But the center may still have some.
Awesome. A couple more questions here. Does the park have hours?
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead. We are City of Atlanta Park, even though we're so close to Sandy Springs, and we're a regional park, which draws from everywhere. I hope everybody comes and feels welcome here. So we're bound by City of Atlanta Park regulations, which means the park opens at 6 a.m. and closes at 11 p.m. Obviously, when there's concerts and things like that, it might be a little later than that, but those are the I guess the register hours.
Yeah. And there's really never any, other than if there's an event going on at the amphitheater, there's plenty of parking around that area. So it's not like you're ever going to get too crowded where, oh, well, let's go to Chastain. You get there and, well, where are we going to park?
Correct.
Last question here, and this is a good one. Someone's asking about, do you have a volunteer group? You talked about it a little bit in the video, but talk about volunteering at Chastain, what that looks like, the type of work that you're doing, things like that.
So it's a lot of different projects that we have, really based on the group, the size of the group, and the makeup of the group. We tend to do a lot of cleaning up during volunteer groups, meaning that we're removing overgrowth, removing invasive plant material, removing sticks and twigs and stumps, and clearing land so that people can come in and enjoy it. What we're doing this year, in addition to removing bad things, is we're planting good things. We're adding color to the park. So right now, if you walk around the park, you're going to see about 4,500 daffodils that we planted last year, which just look fantastic. And that's a concerted effort for us. Now that we've cleared these areas, we're going to go back and plant native material for this area, such as dogwoods and azaleas and things to add color to the park. So volunteering is, again, a link through our website where you can sign in. You'll be sent over to our Director of Operations and Volunteer, Mark Nelson. So he'll help coordinate with the individuals if it's just individuals on a project for them. And if not, our group efforts have been as large as 50 to 75 people, but we're able to keep everybody spaced out because we're working in such large areas where we'll be working for example, over in the Palisades on Martin Luther King Day, we had almost 100 people, but we were in an 8-acre area of land. So everybody was able to space out. And the people that were doing that project can now go and see that it's all cleaned out, and they can see all the daffodils that are coming from the ground from the wonderful spring that we're having.
Yeah.
So it's been very easy for us to help people get outside and also to make a significant impact on the park.
What's great about that project that David was talking about, so we had a corporation come out and say we want to volunteer for MLK Day through Hanson Atlanta. So as I said in the video, partnerships are really important to us. And they had such a good time that they now want to volunteer monthly. So they have a group of 12 people that are planning to be here every month to maintain the areas that they fell in love with, and they're bringing their families. And these are groups, so this particular group is from Cumming, Georgia, so they're coming from different areas to support the beauty of the park, and that's really important to us, and we want to celebrate that. So if you think of your company wants to have a team building day, we can curate that day for you to be really impactful. So we can plant flowers, or we can, paint some of the benches, or have things that are meaningful to your group. And like I said, we're very flexible and we love partnerships. So we welcome.
Well, that's great. I highly encourage everyone to volunteer when they can. And, when things start getting back to normal, we're going to need people to still volunteer, because these trails and these green spaces have been so heavily used that they need a lot of attention. So maybe even REI could do a volunteer day there in the next year or two. So
this is a little plug for someone new in the park area. A new restaurant opened right next to the park right here. It's called the Chastain, and actually when they were training, they actually took their whole kitchen crew to one of the grills and made pork chops and all this stuff, and it was just really fun to see what I couldn't make in the grills, what they did, and it looked absolutely amazing. So
yeah.
That'd be kind of fun for our REI to give it a shot. Maybe
you can have
a challenge. All of you can take one. Everybody take a different grill, and Anyway, I've
That,
digressed.
that sounds like a great challenge. Anything involving food, sign us up, right?
That's right.
Well, let me check the chat box. I don't think we have any more questions, so we can kind of start wrapping it up. Do you all have anything else you'd like to add?
Come check us out.
Yeah, just come visit. I mean, it's truly a phenomenal park. If you're interested in just walking around the entire park, you'll see the beauty of it. If you want to just come and look at the north end of the park and all the different partners that we have up here, you'll see all the level of activity that we have. But just get outside. The weather is tremendous. It's that time of year. Get out and enjoy it the best you can. And we've got 268 acres for you, the largest park in the city of Atlanta, just waiting for you to come use it.
That's great. Well, Rose and David, I really appreciate the time today. Enjoyed doing that video. We're going to throw up a survey. Whoever's on this call, we would really appreciate you filling out the survey that Alicia is going to put up here in a second, I think. But I had never been to Chastain before we did that video, and I got to say it was a really, really cool place and amazing. And the interesting thing was it was beautiful, and it was in the middle of February. There weren't even leaves on the trees yet. So I can't wait to see it with budding and all those. You said you planted daffodils and stuff like. It's going to be great. So highly encourage everyone to check it out. So we're getting that survey up right now. It would just take literally 30 seconds to fill it out. And I'll remind everybody that REI is running virtual events. I'm going to have Alicia put other virtual events. We have a ton coming up in April, especially revolving around cycling. A quick question for y'all. You can ride your bike on the path too, correct?
It technically is no motorized vehicles. The only issue I'll say is there's so many people on the path that I wouldn't say it's an enjoyable, you have to duck through.
Okay, gotcha.
But a lot of people ride through the streets around here. And I'll say, if you have young kids, the Lake Forest part of the path is ideal for them. And then the road behind the playground, I would say that's a place to take young kids learning to ride a bike.
Okay, great. Well, once again, I appreciate you all popping on today and being a part of this, and encourage everybody to sign up for Hikes for Health. I want to encourage everybody to get over to Chastain Park this weekend or sometime in the next 6 months. It's a great place to go, and it's a really, really beautiful place. So thanks everyone for joining us today, and we hope to see you on another REI virtual event. Have a good day, everyone.
Yes.
Thanks, REI.
Bye.
Bye.